Right. Happy Fading Suns Day, everybody. Glad you are all doing well today. And yeah, we're going to show the GOG version today. And we're going to talk about a little bit about modding yet again. So, looking forward to that. I'm glad you're here today. Volume sounds good. If you have any issues with it, please let me know. Things can sometimes change crazily midstream. But yeah, instead of looking at the pretty beautiful, current, up-to-the-minute Emperor of the Fading Suns graphics, obviously extremely cutting edge for 2025, we are looking at the DAT folder. Actually, the entire EFS directory in GOG. That's right. I've been showing off the Steam version, but we're going back to GOG. One of the great things about Emperor of the Fading Suns is that the save files translate easily back and forth between GOG and Steam. So if you have friends who are playing in one or you want to play in the other, you can have multiplayer across the screen. Hey, Don Snow! Don Snow! Yes, we are gogging it up today. We're very goggy today. I'm very goggy. If any of you are at our Siege Indie Game Festival yesterday, thank you for joining us. That was 20 great exhibitors, so many good indie games there. And yeah, my voice is gone and I'm tired. But it was a great event. Thanks to everyone who joined us yesterday. Great games there that you can look up and get, like Light Break, ISO Metro, Urchins and Ink. A number of games still to come out on Steam, but those are some off the top of my head that are currently available on Steam that you should go take a look at. All right, so yeah, we're looking at all the EFS files. Once again, we're going to be focusing on the DAT folder. Yeah, that's DAT for data. Back in the old days, we only did the three letter abbreviation. So yes, DAT. That's why you see all our old original files. bin, bin, dat, flick, gal. And the new stuff is JSON. So yeah. Okay, so we did stuff like rand, but we were still doing the three-letter old DOS habits. Anyway. So the first thing you always do is you copy the entire DAT folder before you start changing anything. And you put it right back in here or wherever you want to save it. And that way you will have the original versions there. You don't have to worry about it. I've already got open the EFS.ini. This is where you can change a lot of the basic things. How many turns each vote is, when the game actually starts, tithe rate setting, all those sorts of fun things. Maybe we should change some of the tithe stuff. Yeah. Be funny. Start changing a lot of how much money you start the game with, how long it is till there's a new patriarch. I mentioned when you vote, all the loan stuff when you loan from the league. A lot of people have been talking about when the Third Republic activates. You can push it back. Here's that area right here. Third Republic won't activate until 300,000. Now we're not going to be doing a very league-heavy game, so I'm going to keep these as are. But if you want to have a heavy trade game and don't want the Third Republic pushing its nose in too early, just up these numbers. Or if you want the Third Republic declared early, go ahead and decrease these numbers. In the base game, sometime between when the League's war chest reaches 300,000 Firebirds and 500,000 Firebirds, it will declare. So you can just push it back. Or you can make it more variable. Make it 100,000 minimum and 999,000 maximum. You have no idea when it'll happen at that point. All right. So, a lot of information on that, the Regency, etc. Regency is more for modders, I'm sorry. The ministries are in the base game are, of course, the Imperial Eye, the fleet, and the Stigmatic Garrison. EBM, hey yo! Welcome for joining us on this wonderful Fading Suns Day. Yeah, people have been talking about the combat. When can the assassins hit? So maybe we want assassinations hit later. So it starts at rank 7. Less protection for nobles. Make those nobles more risky or protect them more. Start that at 5. People have been talking about how do you destroy the structures. Reduce their hit points. Increase the damage they can take. So if you want a game that more represents the true brutality of war, have feasts be blown up when people attack. Right now, there's what we call splash damage. if you miss your intended target, you can damage the fief, and it takes a while to repair. It's very difficult to destroy fiefs, but you can do it in the base game. But you can make that easier. Change how the difficulty affects it, all the loyalty stuff. Yeah, agility bonuses from being hidden, agility bonuses from having the various technology, frozen environment technologies. You can modify so much in this game. Definitely make it your own. Yeah, we wanted to make things get a little more dramatic if anyone gets excommunicated in this game. So we're going to make your loyalty hit go up to 35 instead of 30. And maybe we can push back the number of turns until excommunication, if you're excommunicated, expires. Let's just push that to 6. And we can change this as we go along. If you may remember, I made some modifications the last time we played, and those are in the Steam version. So now we're playing GOG, and the numbers will be different. You can just copy your Steam DAT directory on over and have them exactly the same, or you can do these modifications like I'm doing it. Don Snaw says, I like cranking up damage for not landing in a city. Yeah, the crash landing, the bulk hauler. I like it the way it is now. It's kind of like you get 3 chances, and on that third one, you're very likely to crash if you haven't healed up. Don Snaw really pushes you to plan your invasions better. I love that logistics planning for your orbital invasions. Absolutely. So go like 50 to 75% range. I love it. I love what all the modders are already doing. If you're in the Discord and you've been looking, there's so many different ways to play that people are creating. Really enjoying that and sharing their files. That's wonderful to see. Just always make sure you have that original file. You can always download it again from Steam or GOG or Zoom platform, wherever you got the game. But always good to have your basic one already in place. Yeah, prescribing technologies. Maybe we should get more prescribing going this game. Oh, that's right. We did this. Right now, you can only have... The Patriarch will only prescribe 1 technology turn. Do this, and they can do 2 or more. Yeah, that's fun. That is fun. Make it more crazy when you change. I'm still not sure which route I'm going with the Avestites. If I'm going to be the pure fanatical Avestites in this game, or the ones who use the Avestite order as a way to oppress the peasants while they steal the tithe for themselves. So I'm not going to touch that yet. So a lot of folks like expanding the range of the shields, the planetary shields, to cover more cities. I like to keep that kind of tight. Yeah, so lots of good stuff in here. Anyway, remember to save these after you've done them. I made that mistake last time. Didn't save what I need to save. All right, so that's that. We did a bunch of different ones last time. I think the only other ones we're going to do are sect and units. So with sect, we want to make our Avestites a little more crazy. So our Avestites, these are the city bonuses. You'll see the Avestites already get a -10 research rate and more lab maintenance for it. And they really don't like it when you change their sect. But I think, what else would I like? Maybe to reduce their plague chance. Not a bad idea. Increase their healing rate. Let's increase their healing rate just a little bit. Decrease their chance to get into the plague just a little bit. And decrease their production just a little bit. That's a major impact, to be honest. And do the same for their units as well as the cities. So they'll heal a little better, just a little bit. A little less likely to get plague. I like them getting experience quickly. So let's knock that up to 15. They got a nice loyalty bonus, but I'm going to reduce their chance on the rebellion. I'm also going to reduce the chance on the routing. So this is making them a little weaker. But all these will be fun. Don Snaw says when he crash lands the spaceship, he likes a chance for it to die every time. EBM says, I love all the variables added to EFSI and 1.5x. So much room for tailoring. Absolutely. I'm glad you're doing some of that. So it is a lot of fun. Lot of fun. Avestites have better camo. They do better spotting. Some better agility, some better armor. Really good side defense. Not to say better on the actually. I'm going to increase their attack strength by 2. And reduce that camo to 1. All right, I'm going to save it from here. Did it save? Last time it didn't save it. I think it saved. I'm just paranoid now. Oh, I was going to change the names of the units too, wasn't I? That's right. Go back into that DAT folder. I hope I haven't doing this in the copy. Let's see. Oh no, let's see. These, what's today? 4/20, of course it is. Oh, did I just do, yeah, there we did. We did sect changes today here. Yeah. Unit.dat, so that was sect. So let's go to unit.dat. Change some names of things just because I like changing names of things. I'm not going to change stats. I want to get into this. What had we done the last time? We changed the Vlad Cruiser to the battle mode. Do that here too. And what else had we changed? We had changed, I think we changed the officer to the Das Taktik. Oh man, I'm trying to remember what other streamers I changed stuff to. Well, let's always change the scout tank to the Tiger Lily. I like that better than Greyhound, period. I might have to change it. If we do EFS 2, we might have to make the Tiger Lily the default scout tank. And, oh yeah, Partisans became Portnows. All right. Hot tip for anyone who wants to do their own modding. Download Notepad, says Don Sna. Yeah, I forget that people don't have Notepad automatically on their machines. Been there forever. Don says, Fear will keep the local systems in line. Absolutely, the Avestite way. Notepad is free open source and it's better for editing the files. Keep things in nice rows for you. You're right. Yep, good old Notepad. We like the old school way, absolutely. It is weird to think of PCs without Notepad after so many decades of doing things in Notepad. All right. Save. Okay. Do it again, because last time apparently I didn't. All right, now I want to go ahead and start the game. So let's see. I usually have the game started before I jump in. I didn't do it this time. All right, let's get the game started. Here we go. And let's do a transition here. Hello. What did I do odd? Why aren't you starting up? Oh my goodness. Got so many different versions of the game on my machine these days. So funny. All right, here we go. Hope the music is sounding good. I'm not that old. Haha, my computer does not have Notepad on it. Wow. It's just crazy to think of computers, PCs that is, without Notepad. All right, load save game. Load a previously saved game. Chico stream. Back into it. And I don't remember where we were. I know we'd expanded out. Oh, and by the way, when I look to the left, that is where I'm monitoring the chat. DJ's Outdoor Adventures. What seems to be the most players' favorite faction to start out with? All right, everybody, sound off what you like. Actually, I should go back to that start just to talk about the different factions. If DJ, if you'd like that, I'll go ahead and do that really quickly. Let's exit this. Go back to that main menu. Start new. And so we've got the different houses, the different factions right here. Li Halan that I'm playing today. The last game I did was Hawkwood. And Alexius won the Emperordom there. Come on, folks, sound off in the chat. What faction do you like to start with? So, the way we set the game initially, back in 1997, was that for new players, we thought that this would be the easiest one and it would slowly get harder across. And of course, for veteran players, they really balance out, we think, pretty nicely, depending on how you want to play. But Li Halan that I'm playing now, you've got a lot of access to resources, wells, etc. They have, they would start the game with really good loyalty bonuses, so you didn't have to worry about rebellion off the top of the game. Food and money would become issues soon, but not right at the start. And you'd have basic, strong units, a lot of armor to deal with. So you'd learn the game quickly that way. The Hazat, we added some oddness to it. So they're on islands. There's chances that the rebels can get really aggressive with them. Rebel cities pretty close. Li Halan, their core cities are really spaced out from the rebels. So they're not going to be overwhelmed by rebels pretty quickly. The Hazat, you'd face the rebels pretty quickly. And that introduced transports, the naval transports. So you get a feel for the Navy game. There's no real water on Kish where we're playing. In fact, let's take a look at the map in the Li Halan Feast book. And yeah, you can see Kish right there. It's a desert planet. So we'll talk more about that. I think we're going to be adventuring in the Rojas Desert. Ducados adds more. Now you've got spies and planes and a lot of water to go around. But you've got a lot of resources on your home world. Hawkwood has some food problems right off the bat. Interesting unit mix and food choices, food issues. Al Malik, you've got the symbiotes right at your front door. So yeah, Al Malik, potentially the hardest of them, but a lot of advantages to all of them. So again, once you know the game, you can do well. We consider all of them balanced when you're playing. I'm as happy to play Al Malik in a multiplayer game as Li Halan. And in fact, Al Malik has access to parts of space that others don't. And if you hit the Stigmata Garrison and start rolling up some symbiotes, you've got a whole chunk of space that no one else is going after. That whole symbiote area you can recolonize. And that is so much fun to do with Al Malik in a multiplayer game. So many resources out there. But anyway, let's see what we're seeing here. ABM says, I play as Al Malik or Hazat most of the time. Sometimes one of the others. EBM says the Imperial Survey series is so good. Yeah, these books detailing all the different planets. So yeah, check them out. Still on sale from Ulysses Spiel. Thank you, Ulysses. I'm not making money from that, so I just appreciate that Ulysses Spiel put on a sale for these books. DJ says, been playing FS and EFS since they came out. One of my favorite settings of all time. Love hearing that. Love hearing that. I'll admit, when I test the game, I'll usually go as Hazat, because there is such a mix to deal with and you start fighting rebels pretty quickly. But as far as fun playing them, they're all a blast. I mean, it's so much fun to start with spies with House Ducados and start dropping them on other people's planets and messing with planets, send your spies into ruins, activate the ruins, and run your spy away. So you can do all kinds of fun things. All right, so let's load that save game. Chikao stream! Okay, yay, we got an alliance with Catherine. Beautiful. That'll help. Maybe we get some votes from Catherine. How's that, Leland? No votes from good old handsome debonair Nikolai. No microbiology technology from Cedric. No extortion on Hakim. All right, we're still exploring the Zandium Secundus. If you turned before, you know that my main war is on Fog of War. We will get rid of all of it quickly. All right, found ruins out here. Obviously, we got a engineer here. Oh, what was I building? I must have been building farms, because I know I need food at this stage. Oh, that is where I'm putting right there. 43 on the ruins, though. Oh, 53 down at the water. I should come down here after I clear the ruins and build a farm. I do that anyway. I can put someone up. Oh, a monastery. I forgot. Oh, I got a scout tank run over to the monastery. Cool. All right. Move my engineer, build that road. And apparently I'm going to keep going on around and build a road around to the backside of this ruins. Everybody else is coming over. I don't know. I can keep going with the engineer. I'm collecting forces for this attack, obviously. I don't have been a force yet. Let's build here. Let's see if I've got enough this turn to attack her ruins. we'll come back to y'all. Scout tank, what am I going to get in the monastery? Ancient knowledge of immunology. I'll take it. I will take it. Let's trade some immunology around. We're probably the first ones to have that. That's one of the good things about the monasteries. You get new tech and you immediately trade. So Catherine's my buddy. Oh, we've already got a deal going there. Pharmaceuticals. Fire garrison commander for their votes. All right, that's a good one. I like that. Nikolai. Give me, they've got no tech I want, but maybe they'll give me votes for immunology. And I'll give you technology, immunology. Yeah, I don't mind other folks researching cure for necrosis, and then I can trade it for it. Give you a ministry, I think Imperial Fleet. And appreciate it. No, let's, yeah, sure.
Message sent.
Cedric, do you have money? You don't have technology. How much money do you have? You got nothing. Hakeem, do you have any money? Show me the money. Yeah, there's my money player. All right, all right. Give me 1,000 of them Firebirds. And I'll give you immunology.
Message
good, good. All right, nice stuff. All right, so we still got this one moving around. Let's see. Good questions happening here. Louise Luxic. Hello, does the other planets in the galaxy procedure generated? In a historical galaxy, no, Don says. Always the same. But there's a random galaxy. That's right. You play random galaxy. The core planets, Kish, Liegheim, Delphi, etc., remain the same. But then those other planets you conquer, they are programmatically generated. And so is what's on them. Yep, and you can modify that yourself. Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks to all of you for joining today. Any questions? Love to see them. Hope you enjoyed the little modding demo we did early. Very simple modding stuff, but still a lot of fun. I'm going to keep these tanks here for a minute while I figure out where my space fleet is. Yeah, we invaded a ruins here, took a bunch of damage, and all we found were a bunch of chemicals. But we'll stash them in the mine and come back to them. All right, so we're moving our folks to the mine. So apparently we're planning to get picked up by bulk hauler. So come back around all, yep. We must be planning to have our fleet pick all these folks up. All right, we built a new mine here. We'll go ahead and sentry my garrison. Got more folks heading to the mine. Got a nice little engineer coming here to complete the road out here and probably build another farm. Oh, nah. I thought this was some good farming area. Maybe not. Maybe not. 30. Oh, yeah. That is a good farm. We'll do that one. You're building out. We know there's going to be mining up in those mountains, so we're heading to the mountains to do some mining. You're just sitting here waiting for a pickup to go to the ruins, or maybe I should march you over to these ruins. No, I'll wait for a pickup. You're slow. All right, we got a... No, you're not in a city. You're just exploring. Is that a good place for a city? Oh, yeah, that's a great place for a farm over there. Back over there. We build a farm down here. We can build another farm up there. So let's see what's good. We want to get that exotica. So if you build a farm here, then we can also build a farm up there. That's a 36. That's not a bad place. Yep, I think that's what we'll do. We'll come up and build a farm over here. Nice. Get that tank coming along. Sorry, tank killer. Bring them all around again. You are exploring. Clearly I need farms over here. All right, yeah. So we do have bulk hauler and freighter ready to move folks around. First time I managed to catch one of these lives. Warlove, great having you here. The question of the day was from DJ's Outdoor Adventures. What faction do you like to play? Go ahead and let us know in the chat. I am curious myself. All right, let's load these guys up. Oh my goodness, my noble still has no experience. That's got to change. Noble in the freighter. Artillery in the freighter. Got all this tanks in the bulk hauler. And another anti-tank gun in the bulk hauler. All right. Shoot you on up. Where do I want him to land? Oh my goodness. I don't have a city right around there. I should have built the city already. Let's see if this is a good place for a farm. What do we got over here? 46. That ain't bad. But then I cut myself off from a lot of those areas. Shoot. All right, Don. This is in honor of you. As you talked about your crash landings, here we go. Let's see how much damage we take from the crash landings. I should have reduced that in the DAT folder. Ooh, bulk hauler in yellow. The freighter with the noble did fine. That bulk hauler just slammed right down into the... This is like on Tatooine, just crash into a Jawa land crawler. Warlove says, only played Hazat and Dakado so far. But I say Hazat because I like the map painting. Yeah. I think the Hazat setting is a very fun one. Like I said, it's islands, you got the transports, you got ruins close at hand that if you don't get yourself, the rebels can activate and really put a hurting on you. Okay, so we still have folks who have no movement. So this is a good stack. Wait, I don't have any AA. How am I doing this without any AA? That's stupid. Never go into ruins without anti-air. Where's my anti-air? Uh-oh. All right, frigates are sitting there. There's my AA, the self-propelled anti-air. Whoops. Very funny. All right, let's see. Yeah, you're doing an attack on the farm. Unload here. What's in the farm? Air! I'm glad we got our AA. Oh, we already attacked with the cruiser. That's right, last time we did this. All right, so... I don't like that. There's a strategic bomber. Those things are deadly. If my AA gets wiped out early, which could happen, that strat bomber can really put a hurting on me. But let's see what happens. Come on, self-propelled anti-air, do your thing. Uh-oh, it's taking some damage, but it's doing its job. It's doing its job. Thank you, self-propelled anti-air. Yeah. Having that AA made a huge difference. Not that the others weren't bad. Infantry and Power Legion's got some AA capability as well. Infantry 330, Power Legion 310. Not as much as I thought. Officer 310, Noble 310. Yeah, that came down to my Tornado doing its job. Good deal. That was helpful. All right, now the question. Do I want to take one of these assault landers back to pick up AA for my fight on that other relic? I certainly can't use the bulk hauler to fly it around right now. I don't know, that freighter will survive another crash landing, but it doesn't have enough movement to bring an AA into the fight. All right, I'm going to take one of my assault landers back to Kish. Oops, get back on that ground. Hey, I got some food. All right, assault lander to Kish. Now, we got rebels over here. Bulk of the rebels are there. Hope we're building an engineer in this farm. What are we building here? Not yet. Build an engineer here. When you're on... oh, that's right. I'm playing a random world. We talked about this. Someone was asking about random worlds. This is a randomly generated Gwyneth. So that's why you're seeing rebels with air units and the like. The higher difficulty, though, tougher these rebels are going to be in this world. You want a tougher game, go for random. All right, so in this farm, we definitely want to build a militia because those air units might not have started here. The rebels might have flown them up there to start battling me early while they move other units by foot. Your big advantage against the rebels is that they don't have spacecraft. You have the House Space Fleet. All right, got a bunch of food here. All right, so we're going to put our slow units into the assault lander. That's the anti-tank gun and the artillery. Oh, y'all were laughing at me for my crash landing. No, ouch. I think the drop damage for non-assault lander units is a lot lower for me since I've been using them as ersatz landers with no worry. Don't think they've gone yellow. And that's something we talked about at the start, Warlove, is that you can modify that. And that's what Don Snod does. He makes it more damaging, and I like that too. I like the fact that bulk haulers and freighters can usually survive 2 and might die in the 3rd or 4th if you don't heal them up. And that's what you're seeing with my bulk hull, the other one. I can't have that one landing out in a crash again. I'm imagining the pilot of that freighter. I'm sorry, they want us to do what? Yeah. Enjoy random galaxies, says EBM, because you never know what you'll find. Yeah, these are a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. All right. Take that assault lander up. Where do we want these troops to go next? I really would like to start... What the heck? We got something right out there. That's interesting. I'm worried about landing there, but this might be a good place to land. Let's see. Ooh, look at that energy. Look at that energy. A farm right by the energy. We talked about this in the last stream. Sometimes you want to demolish your resource gatherers so you can collect those resources. What do we have here? Oh, a merchant. Some artillery. That's all we're seeing so far. Might be something there we don't know about. I might have been stupid to have landed that. They could take my assault lander. It's dangerous when you leave your assault lander lightly defended, and the rebels can get it and then cause all sorts of havoc. Everybody into the farm. You can't quite reach the farm. I hate leaving my nobles unescorted, but I think we've taken care of the rebel scum up here. Let's just hope no air units come flying by. Gonna leave everyone here. Hope they can get my bulk hauler out here, pick them up, and go city to city quickly. Go ahead and garrison that militia. Yeah, that's that AA I need right over here right now. Bring it next turn. We'll come back to you. Not end our turn yet. Let's see how our house is doing money-wise. All right, got some good money coming in. Let's give me just a little bit of the tithe. Okay, maybe we are playing those, the Li Halan who used the, or the Avestites who used the church as a way to keep the peasants to toe the line while they skim the tithe without people complaining. Warlove said, "Sir, me, the crash landing damage is so low, they're basically just assault landers I repair up every few turns." That's right. That's right. But as we noted, when you're doing a planetary assault, you really do have to be careful about that. You only got one or two of those crash landings. You got to get your beachhead in a fief to bring them in safely. All right, that looks good. The diplomacy looked good. Let's see if we've got any more metal we can buy in Kish. We got enough. Oh, I missed the gems. You got to get an engineer up there. Let's see if they've restocked the metal in the Agora. No, they have not. All right, we got to get more metal. That's our bottleneck right now. Got to get more metal. All right, so we will end this turn.
House Li Halan.
See what's happening on the next turn. Yay, engineer on Kish. Come back and decide. Hey, look, I can build a DOS tactic here. Check that out. I can build a DOS tactic. I need more electronics to be a DOS tactic, though. Militia Legion on Gwyneth. Not sure we'll build here next. Probably going to start building AA. We need some AA on this planet. That's not a bad idea. Let's build AA. Oh, not getting votes for pharmaceuticals. Not getting votes for immunology. I did get 1,000 Firebirds for immunology. They'll give me 2,000 Firebirds. I lowballed the Almalik. That was annoying. Let's definitely accept that. We can use that money. Mega chassis for 1,500. All right. Okay. We know what we're doing with this one. They're coming down. They are grabbing. Oops, went too far. They are, I believe it's in the shield. Yep. AA gun in the shield. The flak. Let's also grab one of my anti-tank guns. Let's shoot it up. Let's land it over here. All right, this is a good group. Get the space units out. That ruin will be nothing. Let's walk into the ruins. Normal. Ooh, some big units. Didn't need the AA. I'm glad that went as well as it did. Oh, that's why you go in the ruins. Look at that. We have captured... Oh, not just a starbase. We captured a Mason starbase. Kish is pretty nicely defended now. Nicely defended. That's what it takes to build one of these. We were way short on monopoles, electronics, and etc. Or that we scrap it. Oh, I forget. Anyway. Mason starbase. Going up in orbit. Pacha! Nice. Kish is now very well defended. If we get nothing else out of that ruin, that by itself made it all completely worth it. And you know me, the noble's going to walk into the ruins. Let's see what we find. 100 points of trace. That was it. All right, we didn't exactly need any more trace, but that starbase I will not complain about. I will not complain about. Yep. Time to have this engineer build a farm. Orders. Build city. Farm. Farming is happening. All right, so you're still exploring. That's good. You're going up there. So next turn, you'll build a farm in the riverbed there. Go ahead and... Did I bring a militia with me? Yes, I did. That militia will go ahead and guard that farm. Engineers waiting there. Don Snaw, what difficulty the game gets started on? I don't think I went to average. I think I went to easy. Let's see. I missed some good chat. Eddie Ballgame, enjoying the game. Would like to be able to adjust the on-screen text fonts per the building's minds for easy reading. Yeah, I gotta admit, we were just getting... When we released this in 97, we were just starting to understand how we could make the game not just more accessible, but better by understanding what different visually impaired, etc., would... how to adjust for visually impaired readers and for anybody, really. And it's my opinion that making games more accessible actually make them better. When you have both color coding and sound and things to indicate what's going on, that's just better design, period. And it makes your game more accessible and you sell more. For anyone who isn't familiar, on random, the Rebel Vow symbiote unit forces will vary quite a bit in size and strength. It's still pretty tough on easy compared to the default galaxy. Default is historical. Exactly, Don. Thank you. All right. We've got all of these units we now want to take over to our invasion of Gwyneth. Let's start loading them up. We need to get them in fiefs. So we'll get a Wolfen and a Wolfen and a Smiter and a Wolverine. And put them in the bulk hauler. That's our fast stuff. We'll put more slow units. Get a anti-tank gun and an artillery. Oh wait, that thing just moved. And the freighter. What do we put in the freighter? I think we've got a noble already on the planet. Never hurts to have another noble. Just don't let him die. Put the noble back in the freighter? Sure, let's put the noble back in the freighter. Nobles love to be in freighters, don't they? Give him... or her, that's probably Chikao herself. Some anti-tank to go with. Let's shoot the freighter and the bulk hauler up. Let's take them to Gwyneth. Alright. I'm going to move all of these other units. We'll start moving into the farm to get picked up by the freighter and bulk hauler next turn. And that trace... Put you in the farm as well. Oh yeah, we've got all these units to pick up as well. We'll come back to them. Another AA. You are going over here to build a farm. Making sure we're not going to have any food shortages. No famine in this game, please. Alright, so we got this new one. We talked before... If we move this mine over, we can suddenly access all of this. But we're not going to do it yet because we do need metal. And there's a 35 metal right nearby. So I think we might go and hook that up. I think that'll be good. I think that'll be nice. When a noble is aboard, it's a yacht, not a freighter. Terms of no. Thank you, War Love. Yes, you do not get notified if any city is taken by the enemy. That's right. I mean, this is a Dark Ages game. Communication is not reliable. If you don't have units there to warn you, populace just gives up and that's it. Oh my goodness, EBM in my current random game, I'm running with ridiculous difficulty for all houses. Every ruin is a huge gamble. What's the craziest stack you've seen so far, EBM? Yeah, Don Snow. I put a single militia so I get notified when a city is taken. Yep, that was because Peter asked, is there any reason to garrison militia? They're not strong enough to actually defend anything. They cost maintenance and food. Do cities with garrisons to higher loyalty or something? That's right. It's mainly for the notification, but also militia do count as your religious flock. And we are playing the Avestite card in this game. We want the Avestites to outgrow all the other sects. Let's see what we're at right now. Sorry, that's diplomacy. Go to our church diplomacy. And right now, the Avestites, ooh, we're already the biggest one, the biggest flock. So we got to grow that. Wow, there's a lot of brother battle in this game. Ruh-roh, let's hope we don't fight them. Auto-Orthodox, obviously. So. Anyway. Any plans to allow the random galaxy option to allow for less planets than normal, eliminating the need to use the editor for doing this? I'd rather you use the map editor for that right now. It's hard enough to balance random galaxies but that might happen. It's not high on the list of to-dos, but it's something to look at. All right, let's see. Find some good place over here for metal. Oh, we got a 70. That means there must be a metal deposit around. Let's find that metal deposit. 7066 is probably one of these two. Let's go see. No. All right. Somewhere there's a metal. 73, 76. Holy cow. Yeah, we got to find where that metal deposit is and exploit. Worst stacks so far had mainly mega tanks and Vow fighters. I need a lot of stacks to fight that one. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. All right, we're still scouting around. I don't think we need to. I think we're going to put you over here and just wait for an engineer to come build a farm. What about you? We can go explore over here. You are still battling Fog of War. You are still battling Fog of War. Ha ha! Mason Starbase. Woohoo! Just leave it up there and come back to it every turn to go, mine. All right, cruiser. Let's do some shooting. Uh-oh. Rebel stack on the move. Let's see what they got here. Officers in that stack too. Oh man, I missed completely. That's better. Let's I'm also gonna attack the farm. Okay. Didn't do that well with either of them. Not sure if I've got enough to take that farm this turn, but nope, can't bring anyone else with the assault lander yet. We'll get my assault lander the heck out of Dodge though. Let's go pick up some more troops to bring over. Yeah, let's get those 2 power legions. Power legions are pretty yummy. Load them on in. They're always nice to have in an assault. Tempted to go after this and take this farm before these reinforcements get here. I don't know if I'm seeing everything, though. I tried to scout by orbital bombardment. I didn't get it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Go normal. Hidden units. All right, good deal. That's... Oh, shoot! Instead of killing the artillery, it retreated into that stack. Darn it. Wow. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. They might be taking that farm back this turn. We'll see. 2 DOS tactics. You never know what you're going to get when you fight 2 DOS tactics. Yeah, thanks to all of you for joining today. As I've mentioned, we're playing the GOG version. I hope you've already checked out the Steam version, but the GOG version, again, cross-compatible. You can play with your friends that way. If you have questions about the GOG version, let us know. Yeah, we're still having issues regarding the GOG installer, so you can play it without GOG Galaxy. But we should have it resolved pretty soon. That should not be too much of an issue. Yep, we're big fans of GOG, DRM free, the archive program. GOG does great things. Always glad to support them. Of course, you can find Machiavelli the Prince, Hammer of the Gods, and Battles of Destiny, and Warhammer 40k Final Liberation. 4 of our other games, in addition to EFS, on GOG, which are not currently on Steam. So, if you haven't checked out GOG, if you don't have a GOG account, check it out at some point. They have really cool stuff, and I really love the archives program that they do there. Anyway. Oh, the temptation to continue the attack, but if we assaulted, we'd be in trouble. With these 2 defending in that farm, we might have a chance against that stack, but I really think they're probably going to die. But, hey, we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Sentry those. Sentry my nice little militia legion. My artillery heading down in the farm to get carried away. Noble in there with all his other nice units. We get them picked up. Yeah, we don't exactly have another building around us, but there might be rebels coming our way. You never know. Someone might have left that one to come after us. So can't just leave these undefended on random galaxies. You don't know what you might be facing in the future. So we'll wait for spaceships to come pick up these units. No, we don't want to return. We're still looking for those votes and selling our immunology. Catherine, my dear, dear friend Catherine. Give me votes at the next election, and I will give you immunology. I will give you ministry. That big old stigmata garrison. And, I think I've already given you Byzantium Secundus. Excuse me. Maybe a little bit of money? How much do we have? Oh, yeah, we got plenty of money. Let's give him 1,000. 1189. All right, I like that.
Message sent.
Nikolai. Oh, you have technology I don't have. Genetics. Oh, absolutely. The Avestites would like some genetic manipulation. Please. I will trade you immunology for it. That immunology we found is coming in handy. Cedric. Let's ask you for votes. I haven't asked you for votes before. Give you technology. What do you want? Pharmaceuticals. Give old Cedric some pharmaceuticals, shall we? Planet map. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's why those are our friends. They're so far away. For them. Yep. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Give him Byzantium Secundus map. I doubt that'll work, but hey, we'll try it. All right. We got some votes happening. Okay. And we do want to build something. I'm not going to build anything in that farm I just took because I'm afraid I'm about to lose it. But I could certainly use another engineer somewhere. I hope you're building an engineer. Yes, you are. You building an engineer? You could use a militia, actually. Are you building an engineer? You should be building an engineer. Let's build an engineer. All right. Looks good. Eddie Ballgame says, for some reason, GOG does lag on offline installs for some games. Yeah, we'll get it taken care of. EBM says, last week I picked up the rest of ACI's catalog on GOG, both to support and to eventually check them out. Yeah, we got to get a multiplayer game of Machiavelli the Prince going on. That is so much fun. So much fun. Kind of neat how Stigmata is above Holy Terra, honestly. Yeah, the random maps can be a trip. Yep. Yeah, Chernobog right next to Rampart, right heading on into everything. Apshine the Vow. Way off there in the corner. Yeah, and it's be a good game to be Ducados. I mean, you could exploit all of this and nobody else is going to get it anytime soon. The rest of us are pretty quickly going to be fighting over Daishan. So, that will be interesting to say the least. There's Pentateuch way over there. That was my first thing in the Alexius game before. Yeah, but Holy Terra, right next to Leagueheim. Yeah. There's some wackiness with this map. There is no denying. We'll see how it all goes. All right. And in the turn, we do have plenty of money. Let's go see again if they've restocked the Agora. We are a little bit away, far away. That's the problem. We're pretty far away from the league. Maybe that's why we have an enemy in the league. We're so far away. Might be worth it to go. I should be exploring Byzantium Secundus right now in order to find the Agoras there. Oh well. End turn.
House Li Halan.
Okay. I should be taking my frigates on around. Engineer on Kish, that's good. We'll come back here and build something else later. Militia Legion on Kish. Nothing right now. Ah, man. Catherine, you drive a hard bargain. Genetics Immunology, yay! Region elections, next turn. We got to figure out a deal. We got to figure out a deal quickly. Mega chassis for some money, we'll take it. Pharmaceuticals for money, we'll take it. No, you're not getting my votes. Hakeem. Lovely, lovely Mason Starbase. All right, we got these two. We should be exploring. We should be exploring. Have we looked at Sutek yet? No. Take both of you over to Sutek. You got to be careful exploring in random maps, because sometimes the rebels will suddenly have spaceships, or the symbiotes will be in the weirdest places of all. Hey, we didn't lose our city. They ran away. That was handy. All right, I'm doing something careful in this game. I don't think I'm within range of PTS guns, but I don't want to risk my bulk hauler with that much damage around PTS guns. So I'm going to land the freighter first. Let's land that freighter in the farm. All right, that was good. Unload it. We'll shoot it back up into space and land it again in that farm. Bring some reinforcements next turn. Go back up into space. Let's get that bulk hauler. Bring it on down with my armor. All my armor. And unload it. A shadow hanging over the Patriarch's head, says EVM. Stigmata over Holy Terra. Scout ships love encountering surprise rebel dreadnoughts. Yeah, that's never nice. But at least you know they're there before you send a lander of some type there. Worst thing is when your assault lander finds a rebel dreadnought, a surprise rebel dreadnought. That is never nice. You on in the farm. I got some good units here. But let's wait on all of you. Come back on around. Now we got a good stack here. Ready to start moving out. See where that... we'd like to catch that rebel stack before they get to hide away, because they were nicely damaged right now. So we're going to send our armor out first. I'm kind of worried about my noble, because he does not have infantry support right now. So let's go look.
Unit spotted.
Ah, there they are.
Unit spotted.
Oh, Ceram Steel Arborium. Oh, alien ruins. We're not hitting that anytime soon. Okay. Wow. Wait a minute. The artillery is by itself. Interesting. Oh, those officers ran away. They're going to defend their Arborium, but I can take that artillery out nice and quickly. We still have... Yeah, we've still got this assault lander. I don't want to land it yet. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my cruiser to hit that one artillery. You think, why would I waste one of my orbital bombardments on it when it's so close to dead? But that way my folks can move through without using a point of movement. And maybe I can steamroll right... and I just miss. Oh my goodness. Come on. Thank you. All right, took 2 orbital bombardments. If they have dreadnoughts, are they really rebels? Anyone who does not bow to Chikao is a rebel. So yeah, I mean, the idea behind this is that, I mean, if you look at the survey books, even before the Emperor Wars, these were considered Li Halan worlds. It's just not under your part of the family. And they weren't communicating, they're not working together. So these are your distant relatives you're bringing to bear. So even the random world, the ones closest to us, I consider them Li Halan rebels. They're nobles who don't recognize the glory that Chikao brings out. So Icon in the original game. Though, of course, in the official history, Rampart, let's find Rampart. Rampart was actually a League world that the Li Halan took during the Imperial Wars. And Malignatius was the Li Halan world that the Ducados took. Alright, so let's see. Let's bring this whole stack on down. Alright, we're not spotting anything else. Let's definitely build that Militia Legion here now. In case they start coming across that way. We get warning of it. These folks have used up their movement, but I still have good little force here. So let's see what happens. Moving to the... Check out that Arboreum. Yeah, so that's where they ran. Yep, there's a dust tactic, anti-air, and a tiger lily! We're gonna bring down our assault lantern. Hope there's no PTS guns around. Yep, let's drop it off. Shoot it back up and land it back up here. Come to us next turn. Now we've got some infantry support for our noble. Is what we wanted. And that should fall pretty easily to us. We're not going to have enough movement to go up to the Ceram Steel. We might as well use that orbital bombardment in here. No, that should fall pretty easily. I wonder if they don't have anything in there. Alright. We're going to save our orbital bombardment. We'll take the Arboreum. Oh, shoot. We're in trouble. We're in big trouble. Well, at least we're not losing the noble. That was my big fear. Hey. We did much better than I thought we would. We took a bunch of damage. We did a lot better than I thought we would. Yeah, that was dangerous. That did... Yeah. That was... Oh, there's nothing in there. We'll just waltz in. Bam. That's that Battle Master and Noble Accuracy bonus coming in. Coming in hard. All right, everybody in the Arboreum to heal. You spot anyone up there yet? All right, I'm going to take a risk.
Unit spotted.
Oh, heck yeah. Metal. That's the other thing about the random galaxies. You can find random agoras. That was valuable. That was a great find. All right. It looks empty, but I am worried about it. So we are still going to scout by orbital bombardment. I don't want to walk in and get what happened in that last one. Because, I mean, there could be a port now hidden in here. Doesn't look like there is. We'll try it. We'll come back around and try it. All right. Heading up here for another farm. We'll come back around to Gwyneth. 36 food. Let's take one more look. Is there anywhere better? No, because we want food and exotica. Why don't we go to that 37 over there? We don't have enough movement. I want to start building the food right now. So, build city, farm. Yeah, sometimes you build on a less prime piece of real estate just because you can start building this turn. You are getting resources this turn. Militia Legion here. We're going to wait on that assault lander. I'm going to put all of you up in that farm. For pickup next turn. Now let's come back around. Okay, you are garrisoned. Got lots of metal up here, clearly. Got some metal down there. What's looking good for metal? 31 down here. What about up here? Oh, yeah, there's a metal deposit. Look at that, 56, 58. That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. Let's start heading up that way. All right, gonna come back for you three later. Do a little bit of quick scouting, just cause. You know, war and fog war. Why was I here? Oh, that's right. That's right. There was a good food? No. That was my best place for mine. Why didn't I just build the mine there? Was I going for trace? Oh, wait a minute. So might move this mine later. Yeah, move the mine to here. Then I can build farm here. Yeah, that's a good place. Build city. Mine. You are still trying to figure out where those metal deposits are. There they are. 96. I think I know where I want to go build. You are waiting here for an engineer. You are still exploring. You are still exploring. All right. The question, do we take the ceram steel? Wasn't there a second officer along before, though? Ugh. Risking a power legion. I can't rebuild the power legions for a while. Do noble bonuses stack with officer bonuses? No, DJ Outdoor Adventures. They do not. The noble bonus supersedes. You think a noble is going to let an officer come in when she's around? Not a chance. Not a chance. Ooh, I'm going to lose if there's a officer in there with my damaged power legion. A power legion versus an officer obviously isn't much of a fight. Power legion can wipe them up, but I'm at 40% damage. And only 65% loyalty. An Orthodox unit in an Avestite army doesn't like it. Wait a minute. Ceram steel. I don't have chemicals to build ceram steel anyway. Yeah, to heck with it. I'll wait. I'll come back. Oh, I do have chemicals. That's right. I found those chemicals in the ruins. So I actually can start building ceram steel already. All right. We're risking it. Risking it for a biscuit. Woohoo! We took the ceram steel. Build a militia in there too, please. Oh, there's already ceram steel in there. 29 units of it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I will take it. And then we will move the Power Legion back in with the others. Get a little bit of healing in. Good time to have a hospital, let me tell you. That would be useful. Eborium, what do I want to build here? Build. Man. Tempted to build a engineer here. Energy, all kinds of good resources around here. Man, this is Energy Central. All right, well, first thing we know we want to do, Agora. May I have your medal, please? Thank you. Move you into the Eborium. Let you get garrisoned and used. All right, so yeah, we've got lots of metal now for making engineers, so let's build some engineers. Build. I want to build a militia here. I'm still paranoid. I thought there was another officer I can get. You're building militia as well. All right, we'll build engineers here next turn. Okay. Ceram steel, sentryed. While you're waiting, let's go back to Kish and build a whole bunch of engineers, shall we? We're building militia there. Militia there. Militia there. You building an engineer? Build an engineer there. Build an engineer here. Nope, you're building... You don't... Oh, that's right. Your militia's out exploring. We could probably use another lab. I hate to admit it, even as an Avestite. Oh, wow. We don't have a... Yeah, do the engineer first. Build an engineer in the shield. All right. Last chance to diplomacy before the region election. Catherine, what can I do for you? Give me votes at the next election. And I'll give you technology, immunology. Give you a ministry. Give you that stigmata garrison. Give you money. I'm giving you 5,000, Catherine. Let's make this happen.
Message sent.
All right. That's my hope. Ruins to the rescue. Yep. All right. End the turn. Let's see what happens. We'll start generating ceram steel. Not all my units have moved. I thought I did move everybody. Who did I move? Oh, you. Oh, yeah, that's right. I had this. Let's take you on over to Gwyneth, please. That's right. All of you folks. Any of that farm? Nope. Let's take all of you to this farm. Sit there and wait. All of you waiting for get moved out next turn. Now I've moved all my turns. Yes, I will end my turn now.
House Li Halan.
Okay, new turn. I will vote for Chikao, absolutely. Militia Legion on Kish, good deal. Will not build anything right now there. Let's see if I can get some more metal. Engineer, finally. None. Yes. Militia Legion. The Ceram Steel, none. Build, yes. Militia Legion. None. Build, yes. Anti-aircraft on Gwyneth, that's nice. None right now. Ah! Did not get the votes. Nope, not giving you my votes, Catherine. Looks like no one's going to be regent this time. That hurts. That hurts. All right. Gonna have to really up my diplomacy. Okay, Mason Starbase, you're sitting there. All right, now where do I want to attack? So we took out this rebel enclave. You know we've got a solo rebel sitting around. There's that big, there's the main area. So this is the main area. I think we got enough forces here to start attacking. So, start using assault landers to come down over here. This is the area that's least likely to be PTS gun protected. But we do want to find out. So we'll land one assault lander and hope that I am correct. So like if there's a PTS gun here, it's got a 5 range. It wouldn't get to me. But this one, if there's a PTS gun, would hit me. And of course, there's a PTS gun there, I'm hit. It was not a PTS gun. Ooh, well, that's good. Whoa! Boats! I kill it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Got a fanatic unit. Man, yeah. Woohoo! Peregrine's not that bad. I love hover units. I would love to capture it. Don't think I will. And who knows what's on the naval transport? That might be units. And if we can take it now, we got to attack right now. Because if we can take this, if these are units and they unload them, suddenly there's 4 more units there to fight. But if I destroy the naval transport, see, it's got no combat ability, I destroy what's on it. All right, let's see who we can bring down for this fight. Definitely want some orbital bombardment going on. Dang. Oh, there's lots more stuff in there. Ah, taking out the Peregrine. Good. Did not take out the Peregrine. Curse its agility. I'm curious to check out Tethys. All right, frigates. Let's go to Tethys. What? Oh, you're right. That's the Imperial fleet. I was afraid that was rebels. Doi. Doi, 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 doi. Okay. You all are going to wait on a pickup. You all are waiting on a pickup. You are going up to build me another mine. You were scouting. Let's scout a little bit more. Oh, hello! Ruins. Really have a good force on this planet to take out ruins right now. Now there's some troops still on this planet. All right, so where do we want that mine? That's the important question. Woo, 97. Right next to the ruins is where I want that mine. So, yeah, I can build that mine this turn. Whoa, look at all that good stuff. All right, let's go back up there. Let's build that mine. And I can start building units here to attack the ruins. Absolutely. 97. We like that. We very much like that. And let's build me some anti-air. Okay, so we've got that garrison just sitting there. You are scouting around. Let's see. Yep, Let's get moving. All right. Let's see. Where's my best place for food? There's a 50, a 54. He's a 53. I can get to that 53 in a single turn. So I think I might do, or in 2 turns, I mean. I think I might do the 53. Yep, I think I will. And I'm going to put this militia in this 54. And that's where I'll take my next engineer. Okay. What? Ah. That's what happens when you abandon a city. And I was building something there too. See, I didn't have any troops in there. I didn't get notified when that city got taken. Good to have a staging ground for popping ruins, says EBM. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Well, you gotta leave those troops behind.
Unit spotted.
Who took it? I don't know who took it. There's a rebel. There's that Das tactic running around, giving me stress. Shoot. I gotta find somewhere around here. There's a rebel unit I'm not seeing. I need some kind of scouting unit. This is why you put militia in those garrisons. Everybody else here is in the doing some heavy-duty healing right now. Want to get my armor down for the attack we're looking at over here. My freighter, I guess, has enough. Wait, where are my spaceships? Come back to you guys. Alright. I'm going to have to send that assault lander up. I'm not sure yet where I want it to go. You got that A gun there. Okay, that's where everybody is. Okay. Oh, my another assault lander in there. And a freighter's pretty well healed. Alright, so both of you can bring reinforcements. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Alright. So Noble in his yacht. Let's put Das Tactic in the yacht with him. And on the assault lander, we'll put an infantry and the smiter. You two will launch together. We'll land right here. Not much damage to the yacht. Unload everybody. Put these two back up in space. All right, we're seeing anything new here. Oh my goodness, more fanatics. And an AA gun. Oh boy. What do I have? I'm sorry I didn't take that other armor, because armor is good against the fanatics. I got 2 artillery. 1 direct. Got the infantry, the noble, and the... That's too risky for my noble. Those fanatics, because they don't retreat. But the only really strong units now are the fanatics. That Peregrine's been damaged. It's mainly AA. What else did the Peregrine have? Yeah, 522 close. It's 550 close with the fanatics. And there might be partisans in there hidden as well. Portnow's in there as well. Shoot. And we saw that the rebels are going to bring reinforcements quickly. And I really don't want that transport to unload a whole bunch of... There have to be units in that transport. There have to be military units in that transport. I don't think those are resources in the transport. I think those are military units. Wow. Shoot. Where is my armor? What do I do with my armor? Oh yeah, all my armor is still over here. And that Arborium, waiting to be picked up. Darn it. I need that armor. If I had that armor, I'd go in right now. Oh yeah, it's getting elite. Getting good status. Cycle through while I think what to do. I can't crash land that bulk hauler, not risking it. But I can load the tornado and the artillery in it. shoot it up into space and land it with these folks. But when I do take out the partisans, do their job well, EBM says. You are correct. They are a risk. They are a risk. Could be hidden partisans in there. If I had a militia along, I'd just send it on in on a feint and let it die quickly. Those crazy, crazy fanatics. Just really afraid that if I don't attack this surprise round, so I'm going to see 4 more fanatics coming out of the transport or something. And that will be a pain. What's my experience level? What's their experience level? Okay, the militia being elite is meaningless. These 2 being veteran expert is pretty good. Those 2 being noobs is helpful. I should be at... my anti-tank gun has no experience. Everyone else is decently experienced. I'm tempted to go ahead and do it. That artillery might be enough to take out those fanatics. We will find out. I might be losing a noble in this attack. See how many partisans are in there. I take it I did all my orbital bombardments. Just hoping I might have another orbital bombardment in my back pocket, but I didn't. Alright, let's do it. 2 more trackers. Come on, artillery, do the job. Oh well, I lost my DOS tactic. It took some damage. But we got the heck out of there and survived. Tempted to take my smiter and infantry up. If I leave the noble behind, they could come kill him. Would really like to get that smiter quickly repaired. Yeah, let's try it. Put that smiter in the infantry into the assault lander. I think they're damaged enough. They're not coming after me. Yeah, they all took damage. They're not going to come after me. They're going to sit and heal. The assault lander can go up and land with everybody else in the arboreum, and everyone get some in-city healing, which is necessary. All right. So everybody's going to sit. You're going to sit. I might move you down. No. Hey, I'll try one more diplomacy. I was the first to vote. The others are still here to vote. Let's see if I can get Nikolai still to cut a deal. Catherine, one last time. Yes. Got the space kitty attacking. All right. Let's see, Catherine. Give me votes at the... Yes, you want Catherine's votes too, don't you? I can appreciate that. Votes the next election. And I'll give you a ministry if I'm elected. That's Stigmata Garrison. 5,000 didn't do it, and technology didn't do it. Immunology. 6,000? How much money do I have? Got the money. There's a lot of money. Yes, you want me to give the money to you to spend on food, don't you? And more cat towers. Okay, let's try that. And maybe Nikolai. He votes at the next election. I'll give you Ministry, Imperial Fleet. I'll give you Technology, Pranabindu. I'll give you Planet Map of Gwyneth. Done. Face Kitty demands votes, says EBM. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Alright. Last chance at votes. End turn. Wait. I haven't checked if the Kish Agora has been restocked yet. Has the Kish Agora been restocked? No. Alright. I need a friend in the league, darn it. And I certainly don't have one. Alright. End turn.
House Li Halan.
Okay, Militia Legion. Oh, there's that. There's the Rebel Smiter. That's interesting. Okay, won't build anything yet. We'll come back on around. Engineer on Gwyneth. Nothing yet. We'll come back around. Rejected the vote. Oh, well. Oh, well. Yep, tie vote. We knew that would happen. Darn it. Trying to bid it for $27.50. Sure. Just give you money. All right, I'll take your money, Cedric. Should ask Cedric for votes. Obviously, he's scared of me. That was my mistake. I'll have to start being friends with the Hawkwood. All right, new alliance coming. New alliance coming. Should I shell that smiter out of existence? What's going on down here? How do they reinforce it? Oh my goodness. Woo-hoo-hoo. I told you reinforcements were coming. Dive bombers, smiters, pestulator artillery. Yeah, that's where all my shelling's happening from here on. And yeah, my noble's not going to stay there. That's an attack waiting to happen. All right. But the transport didn't unload. Maybe those are resources in it. Maybe that is all energy. Ick, do we really want to teach Hiram the art of Brian of Bendu? That was Nikolai. Pretty Nikolai. We need to get my noble out of here. Noble has to leave. Can't stay in those mountains. We're going to go over to the other side of this mess. There's a city of ruins down here, one or the other. We can go up here. That's a good place for the next set of the attacks to happen. Yeah, we got to get you out of here. That is dangerous. That well is dangerous now. All right, so first thing first, we know we need to get rid of that smiter. Where was that smiter? Over here. Who needs experience? This is a quick kill. You've got experience. You've got experience. You got experience. Power legions are 2 damage. You need experience, noble. That Wolfen needs experience. That tornado needs experience. That artillery needs experience. That's a good group. All right, so noble. Leading. Who else did we say you needed? That Wolfen. The damaged Wolfen. The regular old artillery and the tornado. Regular artillery, tornado, damaged Wolfen. Let's hope there's not more units. I think there is just one. Scout by orbital bombardment. Just since we're risking a noble. Oh, defender does have hidden units. But just a scout tank, so nothing big. Alright, so. Oh, hey, wait a minute. We've got you 3. Heck yeah. An artillery, 2 anti-tank guns against armored units. Yes, please. Well, no, please. More damage than I thought it would. Great. Where'd that smiter go? Must go there. I want that smiter. Yay! Oh, the tiger lily. When the smiter got killed, the tiger lily ran away. Yay! We wanted that tiger lily. That's good. All right, we did lose a unit. I didn't want to lose, but c'est la vie. Get all of you back in there. Where is my other... So we're taking this assault lander down. Gonna pick up the noble and the anti-tank gun. Fly him up. Land him back down. Right there. Mine. That's what we need. Ooh, they looks like the mine's unoccupied right now. That's where all those troops came from who filled the well. This guy, we're going to move back into the mountains, so it's harder for them to get him. Militia Legion will go ahead and garrison. Exotica will garrison. Now, we've got an assault lander here. Let's put Tornado and Wolfen in the assault lander. Tornado, Wolfen and Assault Lander. Take that Assault Lander up, bring the Assault Lander down to join in the attack on the mine, unload. Alright, 4 good units. Let's see if we actually do just walk into the mine. I doubt it. It's probably a partisan hidden there. No! We did just walk in. Yes! Love it. Love it. That's what we need. We got the tornado because we saw there's a rebel dive bomber down here. Alright, build a militia here while we're thinking about it. Alright, now we've got the bulk hauler and the freighter. Don't have to crash land this time, Don Snaw. How do you... Sorry, Warlove, explain that. How do you 2 regular artillery? How do you use? What do you mean? Clarify that question, Warlove, and I'll be glad to answer it. Alright, in here we have... We got the bulk hauler, not the freighter. Freighter must still be up in orbit. So into the bulk hauler, we're going to put the artillery... We're going to put this Wolfen, we'll put the Wolverine, and we'll put our Noble. Let's take the bulk hauler up into space. Let's land it. Load. Get the bulk hauler. Bulk hauler's doing some nice healing. Get it back up into space. Okay, for all of you units, we have this freighter. So let's bring the freighter down. Freighter comes in here. Let's get those power legions. Power legions in the freighter. Like those power legions to be near my nobles whenever possible. Bring it up. Land it down in the new mine. And mine new mine. How much am I harvesting here? 21 metal. Just 21 metal. Oh well. Not the best place, but they do have that resource, thankfully. Alright, 2 nobles now. Good deal. Alright, put that one back up in orbit. These troops will sit here and heal some more. Hey, have we got any more metal in here yet? Nope. You all sit and heal. You all will sit... Well, actually, we can do a little bit of exploring first. Do a little exploring, shall we? Oh boy. Stuff's on the move. Oh, electronics down there. Tempted to attack if these really are solo artillery. But again, now I'm scared after having been ambushed so badly. Now let's get you back in here. The rebels are on the move. Alright, let's see. We got energy up here we know we want. Is there good food down and around? Not really. Energy. Should have been exploring with that militia. Instead of just leaving it garrisoned. Now we gotta explore with engineer. Alright. Alright, you all... That's right, we've got a new alien ruins on the planet, so eventually we can use these to go after that. Hey, you can march over there. We got road the whole way, don't we? I don't know. I'll leave them in the cities. Maybe I get the bulk haulers there. Alright, what do we got over here? I got some energy, got some metal. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You haven't built your metal yet. You were going into that 58. Absolutely going to that 58. Let's see. 56. Yep. Orders. Build city. Mine. Build. Yes. Nice. Keep you scouting. Come back to you. Tiger Lily scouting. Engineer to build a farm. Where's build city farm? You're sitting there to see where the next engineer. Let's go ahead and get that engineer building while I'm thinking about it. All right. Now let's start shelling Oh, I could have just shelled these for oral bombardment. Oh well, already did my moving. Oh man, there's so much in there now. Holy cow. There's a real rebel stack there to be dealt with. Yay! Cruiser did something. I mean, that's not a cruiser. What is that? That is a battle mode. An elite battle mode. How do you tow regular artillery? Thank you, EBM. When you hover artillery, the pop is saying be towed. PTS guns can tow them. Just move them all together and the PTS gun will use its movement, but the towed object will not. Yeah, that's mainly there for modders. A lot of modders wanted the ability to tow units around. So thanks for asking that. I appreciate that. Alright, my frigates over Tethys. Wow. Yep, there's a big... What? Holy cow. That's some Imperial fleet. Wow. The Imperial fleet over Tethys. Holy cow. That's insane. Goodness gracious. The Imperial fleet is on the move. Holy cow. Some good Hawkwood stuff too. The Hawkwood are obviously taking Tethys. I think I'll go explore Sutek. See anything there? Alright, you're going to garrison. No, don't want to end my turn yet. I got some building to do. Alright, back here on Gwyneth. Yeah, I think I want to go ahead and raise the farm and put in some energy collection here. So are you building an engineer here yet? No. So we'll build an engineer. Okay. Right, well, we're not getting gems anywhere yet. We got to get those gems back on Kish. It's going to be a problem if you don't have gems later in the game. All right. We got a lot of money. First of all, it is time to start paying my units more. We're going to start trying to butter up the Hawkwood. We haven't gotten the votes from the Hazat the way I thought we would. Let's see if Cedric wants to have an alliance. Give me an alliance with you. I'll give you technology. Give you meditation. Give you a planet map. Gwyneth. And let's go with that and see what happens. Okay, we'll exit that. Alright, got 10 rounds for the next election. Okay. And the turn.
House Li Halan.
Chico! Your farm food's an engineer. Excellent, because we know we want to harvest up there. Man, we really should have this well here. This farm here. Now we've got enough food coming in. It might be time to start doing that. So I think I'm going to raise the farm and move it somewhere better. The aircraft on Kish. Let's do an artillery there now. Militia Legion on Gwyneth. Alright, we're going to need to build more units here. So let's get an artillery building up here. We got... Well, yeah, we got plenty of good direct attacks. We need more indirect. Yep, nobody had the majority. Thanks for rubbing it in. No alliance yet with Cedric. E-Pharmaceuticals, 1440. Catherine, I'm unhappy with you. I'm rejecting that. Alright, my lovely Mason Starbase. Alright, I'm gonna need to explore around again to see where the rebels are. They've probably moved out of here. And we don't see them anyway, don't spot them. We're gonna need to do a little scouting before we do any shelling. So... Still doing some healing. Let's get our armored scouts. I wish I had my tiger lily down here. I'm going to have to bring that tiger lily over here. Let's bring that tiger lily here. Absolutely. Have any spaceships here now? Nope. What do I have up here in space? We do have an assault lander. You know, I can... Ooh, a hospital. That's what I need to take. That is what I need to take. All right. So, I am going to land here. Move the Tiger Lily in. I'm going to move my anti-tank gun in. They're both going to get picked up in the assault lander. Assault lander's going up into space, coming back down. We don't want to land it too close to their buildings. So we don't know which of these might have PTS. We know we can land in the mine freely. I think we're going to land right here. Now my Tiger Lily. I want the Tiger Lily to come back to the mine. They must still be in the well, because we're not seeing their troops out on the road. Oh boy, there's where the dive bomber went. Love to get that hospital. Oh, there's the shield. So I can't bombard that. I actually have to take it. Shield 2 hospitals. Well, that's handy. All right, let's move you back into the mine. I'm going to take a risk with my artillery.
Unit spotted.
Get you into the Arborium to heal up. Let's see here. What do you think of the chance they've actually abandoned that town? The dive bomber left it, that's for sure. Electronics, wetware. Boy, but I want that hospital, but I can't soften it up first. That's going to be a... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's that hover anti-air. And the trouble is, there's a hospital. You need to take it one turn. Everything heals back really quickly. How do I get them to come back out? I need to get all those troops out on the road. I'm going to need to sacrifice somebody, put them out for an easy attack. That might be what that anti-tank gun is for. Anti-tank gun might have to be... Let's put you right there and see if you can attract anyone to come after you. Oh boy. Spoke's still healing, but I move that smiter. I'll take both smiters. Wish I had a hospital for my smiters, that's for sure. But you're gonna sit there. You know what I'm gonna do with this freighter. I think we actually can take it to Kish and start bringing troops up to take that one last ruin. Not a bad idea. Hold on. I don't have many troops still to move. This is a road network. I don't need many spaceships to move my troops on the road network. Just keep the assault landers around so I can do surprise quick attacks when needed. Like if I had the assault lander there right now, could have brought it down to check out that well and see if I could take in the well. Sure, I'm going to move the bulk hauler to Kish. Raider is going to land in the Arborium, but it's not coming out this turn. I'm going to bring out those guys after they had a little bit more healing. Cruiser. We are going to scout by orbital bombardment. Because there has to be at least a transport in there. If I kill it, I kill everything that's on it, so let's do that. Alright, so whatever was on it, if it was still on it, is now dead. Alright, these folks. I want to explore Veracruz. Sure, let's explore Veracruz. Let's bring them back. Oh, wait. Yeah, we've explored Tethys. We haven't explored Alon, though. Yes, we did. We just came. Nope. Not explored Alon. Sure, let's go take a look at Alon. Alright, still Fog of Warring. Fog of Warring. Now you can go back to the fort. You guys waiting the bulk hauler to go take out that ruin that's still on the planet. Ruin that's still on this planet. I am going to raise that farm. So I'm building an engineer here too, right? Yes. Right. So, orders. Raise the farm. Raise city. Now, that was a 64. That was the best place. So I'm going to move it as a 50, as a 43. Not nearly as good. I want to get more of that energy. Energy is going to be pretty important pretty soon. I've got a lot of food coming in now. I can sacrifice some food. I can sacrifice some food. Okay. Might be time to put you back in the well. You're going to sit here and get reinforcements. You are still exploring. Yep, plenty still to explore. You're sitting there waiting for an engineer. All of these troops are sitting here healing and hoping that the rebels come out after my sacrifice. Watch, you're just going to send the dive bomber and kill it. Probably is what's going to happen. Well, in that case, I could put my SB anti-air, but I definitely need that self-propelled anti-air. But that might keep... I need them to send a stack out. We're going to risk it. They might just dive bomber my anti-tank gun, in which case it's a big waste. But all of you are sitting in here for now. Oh, I still have that AA gun up there. I definitely need the AA gun now. See what we have to pick it up. Okay. Yeah, we got that freighter waiting on everyone to heal. AA gun. Need someone to bring that AA gun to the front lines. All right, diplomacy. Cedric. Give me an alliance with you, and I'll give you technology, genetics, and planet map. Gwyneth.
Message sent.
Catherine, I can't believe I couldn't get your votes. That stink. Nobody's got technology I want. All right. We'll ease up on the diplomacy. We'll get a lot more money. We're going to build a chest of money. And with that, we'll seriously buy some votes. All right, metal. As we spend that money that we were just talking about. So let's see. What am I building? Ceram steel. Build. Engineer. Build. Engineer. Hope we're building an AA gun in the mine, aren't we? Yep. No, artillery. Okay. Build. Anti-tank gun. And on Kish, let's build an engineer in the lab. Starting to get to the mid... Well, still early game. We're still definitely in the exploring... Oh! We better put some troops in there. Let's put some troops in there. Actually, we've got electronics now. There was a reason for that. We want an atmosphere fighter. They got that air on the other planet. Let's get our air coming out after them. Okay. All right. Enter.
House Li Halan.
Let's see. All right. Got my engineer. The different characters have different personalities. In our minds, they do. It depends on the traits you take, really. And it's up to you how you do it. Unsure historian. Yeah, that is really for you to define. And I haven't done much of Shikau's Avestite craziness. I'm still trying to define it in my head. If she's a corrupt Avestite or the fanatical Avestite. I haven't decided yet. I'll decide with Gwyneth. But yeah, people look at those and they decide. So you in the chat, which portrait do you like the best? And what sort of personality do you think that character has? It's an engineer. Nice. Let's build some more defenses in the palace. Yay, alliance! All right. That's Hawkwood and Li Halan. Genetics tech for 1320. To heck with you. Of course, now the Hawkwood are just going to trade it to him, but still. This galaxy looks rather weird. It does. Random galaxy. Byzantium Secundus out by itself. Got to go through Holy Terror for it. And of course, Leagueheim over it. Stigmata over it. Yeah, it's crazy. And we're all kind of collected right here. And we know there's going to be a big fight on Daishan at some point. Hawkwood are moving on Delphi. I moved on Gwyneth. Malik might already be on Daishan for all we know. Alright, skipping the mace on Starbase. Alright, let's start getting those. I went in the wrong one. Put everybody in there. What'd I get? Alright, next turn they'll take them into the ruins. Okay, so we've explored Alon. Let's go check out Criticorum. Yes, it is a weird-looking random galaxy, but it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, that's where the League is. Okay. They did not come after my sacrificial victim here. Shoot. I really wanted them to come after that one. That hospital is going to be a real pain to take. Alright, maybe we should go ahead and advance, take that well. I think we're going to go ahead and grab that well first thing. We've got a good force now. You're mostly healed. Move that Tiger Lily around, start off.
Unit spotted.
What do you got in the wetware? Alright.
Unit spotted.
Yep. Dive bomber's still in there anyway. Really? You can't be empty. You can't be empty. I'm going to risk that artillery. Could have gone in there last turn, apparently. Alright. Now maybe they'll come after this. If I only leave one artillery, maybe that'll be my sacrificial victim. They'll all come out of here, out of this area, and go sweeping on up to that well. They want their cities back. So I'm going to move you on in there.
Unit spotted.
You guys are still healing up. Load you on in, take you to where that mine where I'm using as my staging ground now. Alright, you're going to sit there. Maybe I can attract an attack on you. Okay. I don't need my assault landers here right now, so I might go pick up other stuff on Kish. Grab that one ruin. You're going to sit here. Let's see who's all fully healed. This noble's fully healed. That artillery, that anti-tank gun, medium tank, all of you guys are fully healed. Let's come on out to here. Wow. Yeah, that thing's dangerous. That well's dangerous. Holy cow. that one. I'll wait till the tiger lily can get up close to it. I'm not risking everybody this quick. There's a lot of rebels here. We're gonna need everybody to make this work. And be very focused on this attack. All of you all can get some more healing in. You're waiting to get picked up. We definitely need you. Take this one back to Kish as well. All of you will sit there for now. And where was that other freighter? Is you in there? No, where did I put that other freighter? Back to you. Okay. Going through the tundra. Energy in the tundra. Getting you back in the fort. I think you've done all your War of Fog on War, haven't you? Yep. All of you waiting for the bull color to take you out. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need. Oh my goodness, 37 trace there. And we get our 10 gems. So I know where this mine is going to be. Right there. All right. Ish, you're waiting for a pickup. You raised. I'm going to go up there to build the new farm. Not as good a farm location, but not bad. Now this militia is again going to raise. Just wait till you see what I do with energy. So right now, this is doing 59 out of 72 energy, right? So we're going to raise. And now, look at that. 94, my new location. That is worth it. All right, we need more labs. We need more labs. I do believe we need more labs. I mean, I know we're Avestite, but we do need to know something. And what technology we want to research. What's the other one researching? Tracker Legion. Slowly. All right, everybody researching Tracker Legion. My current game, says Toothless Shark, I found that relic that reduced all upkeep by 50%. Made me very rich. As soon as I got Thergy. Yeah, that's a good one. Lexius's Banner. Very important late game. Weirdness comes naturally to random galaxies, says the EBM. Indeed, indeed. Indeed, indeed. Alright, you're sitting here waiting on reinforcements. You are still exploring around. Hey, look at that energy. You're waiting on an engineer. Shelling, there's my freighter. Alright. So, probably going to start hitting this electronics over here. But it's tough because they're aiming at that atmosphere fighter. It's got a lot of agility. Look at how badly I'm doing. Didn't hit a thing. You're waiting on that freighter to pick you up. Diplomacy. All right. Give me votes at the next election. And I'll give you a ministry if I'm elected, Imperial Fleet. Give you technology, pharmaceuticals. And give you money. Let's go with 5,000-ish. Make the same kind of deal for Cedric. give me votes at the next election. And I'll give you technology. Ooh, Prana Bindu. Give you a ministry if I'm elected. Stigmata Garrison. Give you money. Okay. Now, I think we've got some resources left over to do some building. Let's get back to Kish. Yeah, we got one more engineer to build. Building an engineer here yet? No, we're building the militia right now. Engineer. Wow, you need a militia there too. All these places without the militia. Wow, all these places without militia. Okay, there's that next militia. All right. All right, that's good. And turn. As soon as I had cyber legions running around on Kish with hover tanks. Nice. Unsure historian. Cyber legions and hover tanks. That is a mix. That's a good mix for a multiplayer game. Get those. That is fast. That hits hard and fast. Mine produced some militia legion. Militia legion. Militia legion. Atmosphere fighter. Need to get that over to Gwyneth quickly. What else do I want to build here? Maybe my own dive bomber? Oh, a gunship. I'm building gunships. Let's get that gunship. Lab Militia Legion. Build an engineer in the lab. Artillery on Kish. Let's get an anti-tank gun there. Oh, I should be building an officer in the fort. Well, build a Militia Legion. Oh, there's that dive bomber. I wish I had an atmosphere fighter here right now. Go pick it right out of the sky. All right. Anti-aircraft being built there now, that's for sure. Mine has an artillery. Let's get some more anti-air, I think. Tank gun on Gwyneth. I think we're done building up there. Maybe another engineer up there, though. Nope. Oh, hey! I got Cedric's votes. All right. Well, that should give us enough votes now. Yep, there's that dive bomber taking out my one. No, Catherine, I'm not happy with you. You don't get my good pharmaceuticals. Harumph. Oh my, we've been at 2 hours streaming already. It boosted the AI difficulty. I think they get harder on high. Let's see. A lot of good conversation going on in the chat. Ruins are quite happy to ruin you. That's right, EVM. Unsure historian. Unsure historian, are you in the Discord? That's where a lot of the folks are forming multiplayer games. You can also do it in the GOG forums and the Steam forums. I think they get harder on higher difficulties. The ruins do get harder on higher difficulties. I boosted the AI difficulty. Good stuff. All right. Saltlanders. Let's bring one of you down in here. Yep. And now we can load everybody on up. Oh shoot, one anti-tank gun isn't loaded. Oh well. Both you, bring you up, bring you down. And in here. How long for me to get that Das Tactic unit? Let's build a Das Tactic. 3 turns. Should have had that working already. Would really love a Das Tactic to lead the attack on the ruins. Oh, I got another noble. Yeah, let's get to the... We can risk a noble, but we don't have any infantry. Thinking about it now. You all are waiting for pickup. Those guys waiting for pickup. Whoops. Back to you. Sentry you. Sentry you. Sentry you. All right, now go here to build a well. 94, much better. Like I said, those are the interesting decisions we give the Li Halan for new players to try and figure out. Atmosphere Fighter. I'm going to take you up there. Even though I want you on Gwyneth, you'll be useful in the attack on the ruins. I can complain about having you in there. Okay. You guys will wait for reinforcements. You're going to wait for an engineer.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
All right. Let's see here. You down into here. Load up the last 2 units in there. Take it up into space. Bring it down. Right into the mine. Yeah. Next time I need to get the noble, though. Okay. Still exploring around. I think we're down at Criticorum. Let's check out Oh, we weren't. Yeah, we're at Criticorum. Check out Nowhere. Whoop. Is that Imperial Fleet? No, that is League and Church, of course. All right, we haven't done any shelling. You know we're shelling this time. Dive bomber! Yeah! Oh, I'll sacrifice an artillery for a dive bomber any day. That's a chess game I am willing to play. But not going to hit that atmosphere fire. Oh, I pinged it a little bit. What did I want you to pick up? There was something I wanted you to pick up. Alright. I want to scout around with our Tiger Lily some more.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
We might be able to go take the electronics now. I'd said I wanted to bring them out to attack the well. I just hope I bring a stack, not just one dive bomber. Might be time to bring the full stack, take that electronics. Might not be a bad idea. I mean, that hospital is going to be a pain. I want my atmosphere fighter before I go after that. So I cannot soften it up from orbit. What other troops are all healed up? Got you. You're healed enough. Bring a second noble and that SP artillery. Yeah, that's a good stack. It's in there. Yep, we should have it pretty nice. So that should be an easy fight. Even though, oh, don't take the Tiger Lillian. That's my exploit that attack. All right, another Tracker Legion. Yeah, that's good. That was good. Nice. No, can we capture that tracker? Can we capture the tracker? That's why you leave a Tiger Lily to exploit. Ah, nope, can't get into the riverbeds. Shoot. But why didn't you move into the electronics? Must have double-clicked or something. Shoot, that Tracker Legion got away from me. That's going to be running around. Darn it. Factory, ceramic, steel, electronics. This is a nice industrial rebel planet, I must say. Okay, what do I want to build here in the electronics? Yeah, let's keep building AA. More anti-air units, not a bad idea. Alright, I think this is my last turn. Let you all heal. You two are waiting on that freighter to come pick you up. You'll just sit here. Energy is 26. That's nice. Ah! Forgot to build that road. Oh well, it happens. Go back over to Gwyneth. Please build the energy orders. Build city. Well. Build. Yes. Okay, you're waiting for a pickup. There's that freighter. You down. Farm. Pick up the AA and the anti-tank gun. Put them up into space. Bring them back down. Land in... Yeah, I'm not about to land in this electronics. I know there's got to be PTS here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is far enough away, but I do not trust what's down there. So they will empty out here. I'll bring this nice little stack on down. Joining the attack on the wet works. All right, so we've got enough votes now, so I'm not too worried about that. Nikolai, have you got any technologies I want? Nope. And now I don't need to build the war chest for buying votes right now. So I can start reducing or increasing my unit pay. That's more important than reducing taxes. So reducing taxes would help with my production. So let's do both. All right. Good deal. Yeah, when I got that mace on Starbase, that really helped increase my power. Those ruin finds will increase your house rating dramatically. All right. Done all that. We'll do one last check at the Agoras. Yay! Restocked. Those in the shield. That means I got more places to build. Let's build some more engineers. We're building the shield. Now, building an engineer in the shield. And just in case, I doubt it, we'll check Gwyneth and see if that Agora has been restocked. That was a really helpful find right here. Yay! Yeah, everybody out here I think is already building engineers. Yeah, looks that way. What about up here? Might as well. Okay. Yeah, we're building all of these right now. So let's go back to Kish, find one more engineer to build. Make sure I'm building an engineer here. Nope. Good deal. All right, so gonna write ourselves a message before we end this turn. Message. Send message to Chico. We have enough votes. Semicolon. Hawkwood will be stigmata. Period. Gwyneth Rebel Air in hospital. Kish ruin attack. All right. I think those were our main messages. Send that to myself. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. Best you got. Let's see. Wow, lots of conversations on ruins. Lots of conversations on ruin going on here. Love seeing that. Unsure Historian says they'll check out the Discord. EBM says 2 hospitals and nothing else under the shield is interesting. That's true. Unsure Historian, what kind of units do you guys wait to have before exploring ruins? Seems like you'd want fairly high level stuff. Well, you see I'm going with the base stuff, but a good mix. I thought my special forces would be enough, but they got torn up. You gotta have combined arms on ruins. On higher difficulties, I bring multiple stacks to deal with ruins. Toothless Shark says, best you got, full stack. Always have something ready to capture retreating units like infantry and assault landers. But on harder, several stacks definitely. I'm not on that hard, but so base units do. But you gotta have combined arms. You gotta have stuff to deal with air. You gotta have stuff to deal with infantry. I strongly recommend artillery, air, anti-air. Nice mix of special forces are good, but with other infantry as well. Obviously, power legions are nice. And you got to have that direct fire. Armor is good, anti-tank guns, etc. All right, so let's save as Chico stream. That was a lot of fun, folks. Thanks for joining. If you're not in the Discord, get in it. A lot of fun on this stream. And next stream, I'm hoping, it won't be next Sunday. I'm sorry, I'm running, for those in the GGDA, we are running the Transformer Game AI Summit next weekend. So I will not be streaming next weekend. I will probably be streaming the weekend after. So, thanks to everybody for joining. Unsure Historian, love that about this game. I think he means the requirement of combined arms tactics. Appreciate everybody joining today. That was much fun. And I will look forward, not next weekend, but probably the weekend after, I'll do a stream. And who knows? Maybe we'll have another patch to announce in the not too distant future. Thanks, EBM. Thanks, Toothless Shark. Great having you all here. See you on the next one.